After October 7th, anti-Jewish and anti-Israel sentiments exploded across the world, and in particular with people on college campuses. Young people, by and large, were against Israel or were showing the most outward displays of demonstrating against Israel. A lot of times it's just based on the fact that they're not familiar with the history. Check out this clip with Hillary Clinton saying that part of the issue is that they don't understand the history. And if they were to understand the history, they would be on the side of Israel. So let's check out this clip. But before we do, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Check this out.
First of all, I have had many conversations, as you have had, with a lot of young people over the last many months now. And you're right, they don't know very much at all about the history of the Middle East, or frankly about history in many areas of the world, including in our own country. But with respect to the Middle East, they don't know that under the bringing together of the Israelis and the Palestinians by my husband, the then Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, the then head of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, then the Palestinian Authority, Yasser Arafat. An offer was made to the Palestinians for a state on 96% of the existing territory occupied by the Palestinians, with 4% of Israel to be given to reach 100% of the amount of territory that was hoped for. And this offer was made, and if Yasser Arafat had accepted it, there would have been a Palestinian state now for about 24 years. It's one of the great tragedies of history that he was unable to say yes. My husband has a book coming out later this year, Joe, in which he talks about how Arafat kept saying he intended to agree, he wanted to agree, but he was, as you rightly point out, pretty sure he'd be killed because, Sadat was killed by extremists when he made peace with Israel. Our dear, dear friend, Yitzhak Rabin, was killed by a radical Israeli when he was pursuing the two-state solution. So this is a very important piece of history to understand if you're going to take any kind of position with respect to what's going on right now. And there's much more.
Now, whatever your view of Hillary Clinton or her policies are, or of the two-state solution or various attempts at peace have been, if you do look at the broader context of history, you do see that favor is on the side of Israel. Israel has tried numerous times to make concessions to bring peace. Whether that was the right thing or the wrong thing to do is a different discussion, but certainly that has been on the table. And it's always been rejected. I think probably the notion of a two-state solution is more of a delusion at this point. Following October 7th, it doesn't really seem, from any perspective, that the two-state solution has anything to stand on, and that there should be any hope or anticipation that a two-state solution would ever be reached. That's just the way that things seem to be right at this moment. Whether it was a good idea to begin with, that's a different story, but certainly now it doesn't even seem to be something that is viable for discussion. Love to hear your comments in the comments below. And if you like this content overall, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Take care.